What's happening in South Punta Gorda? Always an interesting topic. Yo, I'm Adrienne, longtime Florida realtor, and I'm here to help you get your Florida life. Happy Wednesday, everyone. If you're new around here, new videos come out every Wednesday. I cover Southwest Florida, the market, what's going on, and neighborhood videos. Today we're going to talk about South Punta Gorda. I have talked about it before. I have another video on the development there, but one video is not enough for all the development in South Punta Gorda. I cannot keep up. We are going to go over some things we've gone over in the past and then talk about what's coming up and a little bit about the market. It's very interesting in that area. A lot of it is interesting to me because for many years there wasn't much down there. You left Punta Gorda proper, you got to Burnt Store Isles, you had Burnt Store Meadows, and then there was kind of this long gap till you got to Burnt Store Lakes and Burnt Store Marina. That gap is filling in quickly. Now, a lot of that is possibly because several years ago they expanded that road. The minute they expanded it, the road before was a disaster. It was one of those roads people called a death trap. It was one way each way. And now once it was expanded, it was like a magnet for developers and people to come to it. There's often talk that now that it's 4 lanes, they're going to have to make it 6 lanes with all the people who want to build and do things in South Punta Gorda. So let's talk about what's coming there. We are seeing Willow already being built. It's a community along Tucker's Grade. Toll Brothers, which has not done a lot. They're a big company nationally, but Toll Brothers has not done a ton in this area before. They're coming in, and then Lennar is there. Lennar is also building Heritage Landing, or it's pretty much built, but then they're adding on. There's one phase is built in Heritage Landing, which is a golf community on Burnt Store Road, but they're supposed to expand to Heritage Station, which is being built. There is space for a hotel there, so a lot of stuff going on in that area. What I hear a lot of, though, out of the community and in the Facebook groups is, are there enough people? Are they building all this? Is anybody going to come? Well, that's where it gets interesting because I'm going to say yes, and I have the numbers to back it up. Most of South Punta Gorda is in 33955. If you look, in 2019, 30 new construction homes were sold. Now, the vast majority of these are production-built homes, which are the D.R. Hortons, the Lennars, the Miranda Homes is big down there, very big in Burnt Store Village. And those are the type of homes where you have maybe 3 options to each, several different floor plans. It's different than custom builds. Now, custom builds do happen in 33955, but it's not as big. So we're seeing a lot of production built in that area. So we had 30 in 2019. In 2023, we had 174 new construction homes. And as of this recording in November of 2024, there are 152 new construction homes for 2024, and there's 27 in pending. Now that is very interesting because our market has not gone up in the last year. So it has gone up in new construction homes here. If you look at year-over-year sales for 33955, they went way up at the end of 2023, spent most of 2024 around the same as 2023. You have some peaks, and then you have sometimes it's under 2023. Yet, new construction homes, we've sold more of them in 2024 than in 2023. It's a rarity in our market out there. In 33950, it's a little bit harder to judge right now. I'm going to talk about a development coming in the south part of South Punta Gorda. But when we look at new construction, we've had about 14 homes this year, but we haven't had those communities come in. We haven't had a builder like Miranda Homes just come in. Miranda Homes a few years ago, there's a neighborhood called Burnt Store Village. It's right across from Burnt Store Marina. It used to be nothing there. they bought up like half the lots, maybe even more, and started building there. So it wasn't a community that they built, but they kind of took it over. We haven't seen that in 33950. The last communities built like that, I believe, were Creekside and Waterford, and those stopped being built around 2017. So we don't have good data. Mostly 33950, we've seen custom built homes in the areas that are already there. They take a lot longer. It's really not a fair comparison. However, we do have something coming to 33950. D.R. Horton has announced that they are going to build 2 communities, very close communities. One is Sea Cove and one is Sea Grass, 222 homes around the Walmart and the Aldi. And then around that, we're going to have a commercial development, which we have never really seen anything like this in Punta Gorda. I related, if you're really local and know the area, there's by Peachland and Veterans in Port Charlotte, there used to be nothing there, and now there's a big shopping plaza. It really turned that neighborhood or that area into something different. Cover that on a future episode, I'm sure. But in Punta Gorda, first of all, back in the day, we didn't even have restaurants. And then Jones Loop, which is not far from there, started to have a Waffle House. And now there's little fast food places. One of my first jobs, there used to be a Shoney's there. That would have been like 1993, 94. It's long gone. So that kind of thing, more truck stoppy type things. And then a Walmart came maybe 15 years ago. I don't know. I would have to look up when the Walmart came, but a little while ago. But we've never had like a Panera Bread. We just got Starbucks down in on US 41 maybe 6 years ago. So this is a big change. They are planning on putting Panera Bread, which personally pretty excited about. An Aspen Dental mattress warehouse, of course. What's a shopping plaza without a mattress warehouse? Chick-fil-A, a little bit more upscale. No offense to the Waffle House, but then the Waffle House, it looks to be quite a nice development. And if you've been watching my channel for a while and you've heard me talk about South Punta Gorda before, you know that there has always been the theory, always for I don't know how many years, that if they fix that road, which they did, people will want to live around there, and then the commercial development will come. And we are now seeing it come. This is the first indication of it. Again, there is talk of a hotel near Heritage Landing. There is talk of a lot of development. And if you're thinking, can we support it? Are there people wanting to move here to support this? In the new construction world, there are, because 2024, not a great year for real estate, yet a great year for this area's new construction. Maybe not what they expected. Maybe it hits that the first year that they're really going all in on these communities, it's a slower year in real estate, but all of these communities understand how it works. They know their up and down years, and if we're doing well, if they're doing well in a down year, once the real estate market changes, which it always does, those communities are going to take off and we're going to see even more development. And of course, I will be here to bring you that information. If you have questions about South Punta Gorda or anywhere else in Punta Gorda or Port Charlotte, I am happy to help. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.